So, do you like to look at pans showing in eyeshadows and other products? If so, then I hope you will join me in today's video where I'm going to be showing you lots of juicy pans. uh, my name is Alyssa. If this is your first time to my channel, I like to do lots of beauty content with using makeup, panning projects, just showing things in my collection, showing you looks that I do. And I hope that if you like that, you'll subscribe to my channel, maybe give this video a thumbs up. And now let's just get into this. Actually, let me adjust. I am on the floor because if you have been following my channel, you'll know that I hit my goal of 50 subscribers, which meant that I was getting myself a tripod, uh, but it's going to take a little bit to get here. So in the meantime, I am set up a little funny and I need to be sitting because my whole thing with my back, long story, I need to be sitting right now, and I might have to readjust as I go because sitting is also not perfect for that. But anyway, I'm going to start by talking about I have some goals for the year that involve both hitting pans, kind of a goal for hitting pans, I guess. I always want to hit pans. And going back before, like way before this, let's see. Oh, this was in 2022. I have all these different eyeshadows listed. This was me. Look here, I am adjusting. I was basically going through and randomizing shades from singles to palettes, and I would set a goal for either hitting pan or using 10 times. And then I was also keeping track of how many times, I used it. So, this one shade apparently, I'm trying to think, I put 30 plus, and then I think that meant that I, used it for at least 30 times before keeping track, and then it took me an additional 8 times before I hit pan. Oh, and then I guess I used it an extra time after I hit pan. And then some of them, it was kind of also a way to go through and see which of my eyeshadows maybe weren't as good anymore. So like this one, I used it 10 times, but then I put that it was expired, that it wasn't working the way it should. And I think, did I use more of that palette before? I think that particular palette I just realized, was not good. I probably used some of the other shades while I was using that one. And yeah, so this was kind of how it started. And some of them I had, that's right, I had like goals to like finish some shades too. So I don't know if I actually kept track of how many pans I hit other than in that. So that's been sort of a newer thing than where I was keeping track. So I'm trying to find. Oh, okay. So it gets a little messy because it's like I don't know if it's the paper. I feel like it's the paper somehow because I'm using these pens in other situations and they're fine, but sometimes they don't show up the best on here. And also then it's like, it's in with my makeup when I'm using my makeup or my hands still have makeup and I'm marking things down and it gets a little dirty, a little grubby. So yeah, so I think this was from last year. So yeah, where did I put my, oh, I know, that's right. It was on this piece of paper. Because I started, before I did this, I was just kind of, going through my shades for that 2022 year. Yeah, so this was the very start. And I kept track of my pans down here. So let's see. So I can go ahead and tell you, I guess I could put a total later. I'm just going to say for each month. So the January, oh, I wrote the numbers, not just the tallies. Oh, yay for me. Okay. So January was 9 new pans. February was 10. March was 10. April was 10. May was 10. June was 8. July 9. August 8. September 9. October 5. November 13. December 3, and also I finished 2. I want to say one of those might have been like a blush or something else. Maybe not an eyeshadow. I'm not sure. I don't always remember those things as well. So that was that year. And then last year, so my total pans for 2022, I'll have to put that in. For 2023, January was 2, February 5, March 5, April 3, May 5. I didn't write the numbers this time, so I'm reading tallies. June 4, July 1, August 2, September 7, October 2, November 3, and I guess I didn't get any in December. And then I also put that I finished 2, so maybe it was this last year that I finished something. That sounds about right. I was also working on my Tartelette in Bloom palette, and then I kind of decided that that was expired, but I was trying to hit pan and see how many uses it took for all the shades in there. And now I'm trying to remember if I did end up hitting pan on everything. Or maybe it was like hit pan or use 50 times and see what happens. I don't know now actually if I hit pan on everything in there. Well, the palette is gone, so I can't go and check. So anyway, so my first year, I think I did have some sort of goal where I was trying to hit, and I think I did hit it. I just don't remember what it was. Like I said, I'll have to tell you what my total was. Last year, my goal for the pans, I realized that I'd hit so many that previous year. It's like, well, I'm not going to be able to get as many because I'm not bringing in that many new eyeshadows, and I think part of it was that a lot of them were very close to getting pan, and then I got my pan, so it's like now I can move on. So yeah, I only had so many, so I kind of knew I wouldn't, I couldn't keep up that same pace basically. So my goal this year is just to hit pans as it comes, because again, I feel like most of the pans that are easier to hit in my collection I've already gotten, and so all the rest are going to be just more firmly packed shadows or just ones I don't need to use as much to get the impact. So that's why I've been trying to do my 5 by 2025 project and things like that, just to get use of things even if I'm not hitting pan. But I can tell you that so far this year I have hit for January 2 pans, February 4, March 4, and April 3. And for finishing eyeshadows, I set a goal for 6 because I was trying to think about, like, if I did a small palette, 6 shades would kind of be like a small eyeshadow palette. And that would kind of, count as finishing a palette for me, almost like thinking of it like that. And then I hit the 6 pretty easily. So now my goal, and now I'm at 8 that I have finished. So now my goal is, 10, and we'll, see from that. So I will show you the ones that I have finished so far this year. So a lot of them don't have any names on them because I depotted them. This one does. This was Earth Shine from ColourPop. It's right. Is this? I think the video is backwards. I think it's doing the mirror thing. So I'm gonna see if I know how. I think I can reverse the video. So we'll see. Yeah, I will try. But just, this you don't need to see backwards or any other fancy way. It's just completely clean, so it's nice to see that. I'm holding on to these, one, because I'm kind of proud of them, but also I figure if in the future I want to put things in them, like use them to like Franken products or whatever, because they are magnetic, so that's handy to have. And then, yeah, all the rest of these don't have names, but I will tell you that one of them was a pink iridescent. Another was a purple iridescent. So again, nothing on, but they're nice and clean. So again, I can use them for something else. I think this one might have been one of, sure which. And one of them was a multi-chrome that went from like it's like pink, purple, green kind of all in there. It didn't work the best, so I'm okay. You know, like I'm like, well, let me like use it up and move on. And I have other better color changing ones. And then, oh wait, oh I had another one. Oh goodness, let me think. Okay, so Earthshine, the pink, the purple, the what was the other one besides the? Oh goodness, how did I forget if I used up an eyeshadow? How did I forget what was in it? And then, yeah, it had to be. Okay, well, I'll have to think about that one. I'm pretty sure I know what palette it would be from. And then this one, I didn't clean it out the best, but this one technically wasn't finished so much. It just all of a sudden was like crumbling out of the pan and I couldn't keep it together and it was just making a big mess with like the small bit that was left. So I just cleared it out because, yeah. So I didn't count that in my total. Why can't I think about if I figure out what the other missing one, completed one was, then I will either show a picture or insert something here, but I don't know. And then the other one that I have finished was from this palette, and right up here. Oh, I just thought the words are showing the right way. I just couldn't see it because I'm far away. But yeah, so this one's the cream, and it's completely all used up. It was just basically a white eyeshadow. It wasn't super white, like not a stark white, but essentially it was working like a white. But just to kind of show you like other pans then that I know I've hit this year. So we're gonna have Good Vibes and Top Story. So wait a minute, over here, there we go. So that one and that one were both new. But also I just, I've made lots of good pan progress in this. This whole backwards thing, it feels backwards to me, is weird for me, but okay. And oh, another pan that I hit recently was Starburst from Terra Moons. So, okay. That one was kind of a surprise. Like, I mean, I guess I knew it was getting down. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, that's not just shiny eyeshadow, that's shiny pan. I have an I feel like that shade is very similar to, let me pull it out. I think this is, yeah, hold on, let me say it again. That was Starburst, because I have Star Sign too. So Starburst is very similar to Terra Borealis, which is another one from Terra Moons. Okay. And this one is also getting quite a big dip. So I feel like that one could probably get a pan soon. I actually kind of just put together, how do I hold this nicely? I put a bunch of these singles together because I just kind of, I don't know, was just feeling these shades. And let's see, only three of them do not have pan. And the one I just showed you, the Terra Borealis, I feel like is reasonably close. So it might. And I don't know about the Shattered Stars one down here, just because that one, I feel like it's just so much eyeshadow that's packed in there. Like, I don't know how many grams that they're supposed to be, but that one feels like it somehow got extra. So I think it's also just the quality of that eyeshadow is more of a smoother type than the others that are flakier. So like the flakier, they kind of just come off. This is like you just glide your finger and you've got some and it stays packed in like that. Just another one that's kind of fun to show a nice pan on. This one was the Unexpected from JD Go. Make sure, okay, it's not dumping any sparkles out. But there's a really big pan. Nope, I've got to turn you that way. There we go. So it's a really nice pan showing there, which, I mean, this is one of the original ones that I got from JD Go. So, you know, should be showing that. Oh no, I still got some down. Okay, I'm gonna have to vacuum up some shimmer. My little covered area on the floor did not get that. Well, at least it wasn't like when I hate when I drop like if I get like blue or green or things like that. Like it just that is more likely to stain and it's pain. Just showing some more pan. This is one that I'm trying to finish. It's called Tea Garden from ColourPop. All right, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this one this year, but I'm trying. Speaking of what I'm trying to finish, actually, let me. There it is. I forgot to pull this one out. So this is Party of Five, and I realized that I had the deck of panning project, and I had cream was one of the prompts. I could have picked this, and I didn't even think about it because I am so close to finishing it. So I have been still, working it, but you can see right there, there is not very much left. I mean, yeah, I kind of worked it all to the middle just to make it easier to pick up. And I'd say it's maybe 10 uses. I could probably finish it. So, I'm not, I guess like, I could for 10 days just straight up use it, but I have other things I want to use too. And that I'm using, like I said, I'm trying to finish 10 for the year. So it doesn't have to be all in the first 6 months. So, and I'm very close. So, maybe that number could go even higher. I don't know. But I would be okay. This isn't like a favorite, so I won't feel as sad. Also, I did a short where I showed that it was actually kind of similar to this other shade that I'm trying to finish from ColourPop, which is Mr. Sandman, all right, which also has a pretty good pan showing in it. I don't know if it's really focusing the way I want it to. And this was similar to Weekend Festival palette. I feel like I just heard something fall. I don't know what that was. Okay. It's also similar to Solstice in here. Okay. And they all have a similar vibe. And then I feel like it was similar to something else that I have. Oh, that's right. Also from my Makeup Revolution palette, Pizzazz was another. So that's right here. There we go. So Pizzazz was very similar, but I'm also, this is a palette that I'm probably going to, I don't know if I'll throw it out at the end of the year or if I'll end up kind of saving it, but we'll see. And, oh, I did hit, oh, no. I had that one. Where was it? Oh, okay. So here's the thing. I don't know if I had pan in this. I'm not counting it on my tally just because I'm not sure. But Tiger Tail from, oh, I should look back at my swatching videos where I was swatching my singles and all and see if it had pan there. Because if it did, then I don't know. And if it didn't, then I did just get it recently. So we'll see. But so Tiger Tail from Sydney Grace. So that's definitely a nice little pan going on there. And also from Sydney Grace, this one was Golden Peach. So that one I just got. I did not have a pan. And again, it was kind of a surprise, like the Starburst one from Terra Moons, because, it's like if I could tell I was getting low in it, like, it was a big dip going on. And then, like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, there's a lot of pan. So, wait. No, I already had pan in the shade, right? Needs milking. That's gonna be another one I'm gonna have to check. I know I just used it today. There must have already been pan. I feel like I would have, like, this is like sizable now, but I guess I can just show that it's getting like, sizable. I will say that this one, I feel like it used to be more sparkly or shiny at least or something. And why? All right, maybe I just need to use this hand. Maybe this hand is just better. Something like that. Okay. I feel like it used to be shinier when I would use it, and like it has a little bit of sheen to it, but it's kind of, I don't know, just okay. It's definitely more of a satin at this point. I don't remember it being like that, so I guess it's a sign that I need to make sure I'm using my Sydney Grace ones. I mean, to be fair, I think I got them maybe 2020. It was during a their Christmas in July sale. I've only made one purchase from them ever, and it was like this set of eyeshadows that I have. So, you know, it's older, but it's not like one of my oldest ones. So I'm like, yeah, I kind of wish that, you know. But all right, so I need to check for those two shades in my videos and see, and I can, you know, I guess make a comment if they were actually new pans or not. And oh, something else I've been working on. This is my peanut butter and jelly palette. And oh, that's right, I finished this one this year, the extra creamy. See, how do I remember that? Like, I finished. I'll do this thing. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. How do I remember? Like, it's like I can remember that, but I don't remember that other random eyeshadow was. And then you can see on the bottom the sweet and soft spread the love shade that's like peachy. So, ooh, why can't I point? There we go, that one. I'm making good progress on it. And so I use this one under my eyes as like a color corrector. And then I put concealer on top. I also use it as blush. It's not the most pigmented, so I end up usually maybe using it to blend out more pigmented ones, you know, and kind of like take it up this way because I like it's matte. I guess it might have a little bit of something in it, but it's fairly matte. So it's like when I go here, it kind of just feels like it perfects that area. So I like that. And yeah, otherwise, I guess like shades that I've been trying to finish, I'll show. So like I still have this Buxom one that, you know, I just have a little bit left at the bottom there. So I feel like that's another one I should be able to finish. I have not made the most progress in this blue one. It's got a big pan, but yeah, same with, these are like getting all crumbly, so I'm trying to, I don't know, the best way to show without making a mess everywhere. Because I can do that. I have not used the purple shade very much. It's a little trickier to use. This one I've been kind of holding off when using a bit because I've been trying to finish that Party of Five shade. It just takes up more room in my makeup collection, and being a cream, it's, you know, gonna dry out. The pink one I have been using, I thought that it would be very similar to this other shimmery pink that I have here, which I do like a lot. I actually have it on my middle of my lids right now. But this one is more of a pink with like a, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch, with like a white or silver kind of reflect with it. And I'll show you. So on this finger is the one that I'm almost used up. And you can see how the other one from Termins, it has like a blue shift to it. And so I feel like, you know, it's a different vibe. All right, so like this one is definitely more like light pink with that, you know, sheen, and then the blue. And let me like, let's see. Oh yeah, this will work too to show. So, all right, so this one here is the one that I'm using up. That's like the pink with the silver, and you can see like over here the other one has that blue. And I mean, they're both pretty. It's just that I definitely like the silver kind of look. So I don't know. I need to come up with, see if I can find, you know, something like that. I guess it also makes me, I should try it with, let me see. I mean, this palette is also going to be done soon too, but I'm wondering, because maybe more people know about dupes for this one. So I'm going to swatch the new one. Oh no, that's different too. All right, so I just swatched it, the new one over here from the Magic palette. This one is definitely like a warmer pink. still has like that same kind of, I mean, it looks more similar, I feel like, on the screen right now. That doesn't burn, but it's definitely less pink. But maybe there's, sometimes on like Temptalia's page, they'll do like the dupe things and then it'll like be like, this one's a little bit more this or that. So if they had one that was a little pinker, a cooler pink, I think I kind of want like this is almost like a peachy pink, and I like the cooler pink. So, but I'm still like, I'd rather use it up before it goes bad, even though it is a favorite. And it's a favorite for the color, but I will say the consistency of it is a little tricky because it can just kind of flake all over. So, all right, I need to vacuum. I need to research if I had pans in those products and try to figure out what that other eyeshadow was that I finished that I had the empty pan for. Oh, wait, I had one more I want to show you. One more pan that I got recently. All right, now this one I know I need to be careful with. All right. Let's see, this is Tempting Fate. But this hot pink was a pan that I got recently, and I am counting it because I had repressed the shade, and I got some blue in it, and I thought I liked it, but then I realized it was becoming way too similar to this shade, and it's like, well, I don't want two of the same. I liked the hot pink, and so I was able to get off like that top part that had the blue, and now it really is just the hot pink, and I used it and got a pan. Actually, it's a look. I'm not sure if it's up yet. If it is, I'll try to remember to link it. It's a video where I was doing looks inspired by flowers. So I used it in that one. So that was another pan that I got recently. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed watching all the, I guess, a little bit of swatching and lots of pans and all that. And yeah, so no big goals that I need to do for hitting pans other than what I have in my projects, things that I'm doing there. And very close on my goal of finishing eyeshadows, which has become my new thing since it's like, well, I can't just hit pans. I also need to actually like use these things up. So anyway, hope you enjoyed seeing that. And like I said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe also subscribe so you can see every time that I upload more swatching, panning project videos. So until the next time, hope you're doing well, and I will say goodbye.